Test. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Will. I'm here with the head coach of the Thunder, Coach Dom. With 2 wins from your guys coming out of Christmas break, what have you and the coaching staff been pleased with so far?
We can pleased with our rebounding, just taking a turn from first semester, which was a great weakness, and just our guys' attention to detail and staying with the defensive game plan.
What matchup most concerned you tonight against a Wolves team that is hungry for a win?
They have played a bunch of guards with a lot of movement, so it's a very unique style. They shoot more threes than we do, so we're going to have to take out shooters.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
That's absurd. 6'4", 5'11", 6'1", 6 foot, and 6'3". Definitely a tall lineup. Timberwolves wearing the black outlined in the gray. Thunder wearing the white with the crimson. Timberwolves will win the tip, and it's Eli Mick running the point guard. Gives it over to Arterburn. Back to Mick. Guarded by Fratzel. Arterburn with it now. Trying to get it into the high post. Kicks back out to the corner. Batted away by May, staying here with the Timberwolves.
Good defense initially for the Thunder. You saw Jake Kolich just tipping there so far. Going into this game, St. James had lost every tip-off of the season. That's a fun fact for you right there. 0-7 on the season from the tip and lose this one. So that puts St. James at 0-8 on the tip-offs this year. Definitely not something you like to see if you're a Thunder fan. So that's why Blue Valley Southwest will be starting with the possession today.
Wesley Abraham inbounds the ball into Eli Mick. Gives it over to Joshua Arterburn. He tries a corner three. That one no good. Offensive rebound. They're going to call a foul on the floor. It will be on Jonathan May.
Yeah, and that's a bad foul there. That was actually Evan Damall that gets the foul there, and that's where St. James, like you mentioned, Jude, this is a very big lineup St. James has to go against, and that means it's on all 5 guys to do their part. Rebounding so far, St. James not doing great on the defensive glass. That's going to be a big point of emphasis tonight.
Good spin move layup. Won't go that time for Mick, and then the Thunder get the ball for the first time. It's Fratzel now with it. Driving under the baseline, kicks it out. Kolich thinks about a three, doesn't take it. Dribble drives in, tough right-hand layup off the rim, no good. Rebounded to Arterburn and the Timberwolves.
Good look on that end from Kolich going into the contact. Like the take there, just couldn't finish, but still a good look on the opening possession for St. James.
Steele gives it over to Mick. Mick will try a three. That one rattles home for the Timberwolves, and they get the first lead of this one, 3-0. Like we said, Will, live and die by the three. They've already taken 2, and they make 1.
There you go. That was a good shot there by Mick, averaging over 10 a game for the Timberwolves this year, second leading scorer on this team.
There's a foul there on Wesley Abraham.
Both these teams are teams they're going to want to play a little bit of a slower paced game, more defensively minded game. Both teams averaging about 55 a game or so going into this one. So expect this one to be a little bit of a slog, especially early on as these teams are feeling each other out.
Yeah, just like last game against Bishop Miege, we saw a slow-paced game as Kolich tries a way deep three, and that one hits. Jake Kolich gets the point started for the Thunder.
You'll love the confidence there from Kolich. He had enough breathing room there, decided to shoot it and knocked it down. That's a big-time shot to start out for St. James.
Arterburn with it, can't get it. Damall gets the rebound. May now with it, driving baseline. Kicks over Kolich. Kolich tries his second three. That one no good. Rebounded by Fratzel. They're fighting for it. Won't get it. Now Southwest with the ball. They have the numbers. They try to push fast break. Up, no good. Peters rebound on the Baylor rank miss. Fast pace now all of a sudden. Kolich with it. Kicks over to Fratzel. Thinks about a deep three. Doesn't take it. Dribbles in. Kicks it back out to Damal, and they'll reset the offense.
It was great fast break defense there by the Thunder. Kolich and Damal down there doing a great job not fouling.
Peters tough. Right-handed layup. Gets it and goes.
Big time finish there by Peters. Really good with that length.
Abraham with it. Kicks it over to Steele. Back over to Mick. Mick, mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Steele. Arterburn has it, gives it over to Rank. Now it's Arterburn back with it into the corner. Abraham up with the right hand, no good. Gets his own rebound, kicks it back out. Deep three there, no good by Mick. Batted away by Damal and rebounded by Kolich. Thunder have the numbers if they want to take it. May into the corner, open three. No good, rebounded by Austin Steele and the Timberwolves.
Unable to get that one to fall. Want to get a good basket there on a 4-on-2.
There's an easy layup there by Wesley Abraham.
So that makes it a 5-5 game. I think St. James right now, 3.5 minutes in. You got to focus more on the rebounding. Too many second chance opportunities right now for the Timberwolves.
Fratzel with it. We've yet to see him take a shot right on cue. Up with the right hand off the glass and in to give the Thunder their first lead in this one. Deep three there. That one hits right away by Baylor Rank.
That's the sort of breathing room St. James just can't give them right now. We talked about it in the opener. It's a team that likes to shoot three. St. James has to be aware of the scouting report and get out on the three-point line every single possession down.
Peters with it, gets the high screen by Damal. Dribbling with the right hand, trying to post up the taller Steele. That one way off. Rebounded by Arterburn. Mick now with it. Now it's Abraham. Back to Mick. Mick will drive in. Corner, doesn't take the three, tries to dribble inside. Tough layup up and in for Rank.
It's a really good take by Rank there, giving him 5 on the night. That's the leading scorer for the Timberwolves, averaging about 12.5 a game and already showing his 3-ball and then the aggressiveness there on the drive.
Damal with it now. Kicks over to May. May doesn't take the screen, goes up. That one blocked away by Rank, and Timberwolves have it again. Trying to push the pace here. It's Abraham. That one just a bad pass stolen away by Jonathan May. Damal picks up his dribble, kicks it over to Fratzel. They're going to call a blocking foul there on the floor. Just a little bit of sloppy basketball there those past 2 possessions.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy. That is something that, you know, I think we're going to kind of expect to see on the defensive end, on the offensive end rather. Like I said, I think both these defenses really focusing on forcing turnovers tonight. So that's something you kind of can't expect. St. James bringing in 4 players now. Peters, the lone player, staying on the court. So interesting to see Coach Dom going to his subs early here.
Mangini to inbound, gets it inside to Kwabazetsky. Back to Mangini. Into the corner, Davis thinks about a 3, doesn't take it, kicks it out, back to Mangini. Now back to Davis.
St. James, the team, they got really good bench production against Miege last Friday. They're going to need that bench production and continue tonight.
Mangini kicks over to Hornback. Extra pass to Peters. Peters with the 3. That one, nothing but net. Great pass there by Noah Hornback. Know what he has. Takes the extra pass to the probably best 3-point shooter on this team, and he hits it.
Absolutely. That's a good shot selection there by Peters as well, doing a great job of making sure when the defense gives him room, he has to shoot it because he is such a weapon from 3.
That one turned over by Rank. Peters now with the ball. Mangini into the corner. Davis with a 3. That one no good. Fighting for the rebound. Hornback comes down with it. Peters now thinks about another 3. Doesn't take it. Tries to go into the lane, and there's a foul on the floor.
You know, I love for St. James there, they had 3 bodies in the paint trying to rebound. That's the sort of effort it's going to take in a game like this against a team a little bit bigger than you, a little bit stronger than you, like Blue Valley Southwest. You're going to need that amount of bodies inside the paint to get offensive rebounds, and especially with the toughness St. James has. You get 2 or 3 guys in the paint or around the paint area, you're going to have a good chance of coming away with the ball, and St. James did there.
Tough inbound pass. Hornback comes down with it. Kicks over Mangini. Kicks out. Kwapazetsky with a three. That one just short. Rebounded by Matthew Davis. Peters now with a deep one. That one no good as well. Rebounded by Carlisle and the Timberwolves. That one kicked over. Ippolito with it now. Back to Arterburn. Now Mick with a three. No good. Fighting for the rebound. Carlisle comes down with it for the Timberwolves. Into the corner. Three for Steele. That one no good as well. Hornback with the tough rebound. Fights it away from Arterburn. Thunder now looking to push the pace. Davis up. No good. They're going to call 2 shots coming up for Matthew Davis.
Yeah, and I like the decision there by Davis in the fast break. Nobody ever stepped up to really stop Davis, so he took it inside. Aggressive, strong finish. That's exactly what you need to do in the fast break, and it gets him to the free throw line.
Davis rattles home the first one. Fratzel checks back into the game for Peters.
Davis had 7 points last week against Bishop Miege, one of those guys that really contributed off the bench. Also, obviously, a really good defender for the St. James team as well. So when he's got that 3-ball hitting, he's a real dangerous threat for the Thunder.
6'7" freshman for the Timberwolves checks in Nash Ferguson as Davis hits both. Arterburn with it, running the point still, guarded by Davis. 12-10 Thunder lead here. A minute and a half left in the first quarter. Mick with it, dribbles right hand, pull up mid-range. That one well short, rebounded by Hornback. Hornback already doing his job on the boards today. Mangini goes up with it. They're going to say on the floor. Shot doesn't count.
Yeah, tough call there for St. James. Probably the right call there. A little bit of a reach in by the Timberwolves, and it's going to get St. James to the free throw line too, nonetheless. So still an opportunity for points here, despite Mangini's shot after the whistle going.
Yeah, Mangini struggled from the line last game. We'll see if he worked on it in the past couple days, see if he can knock some home here.
Yeah, St. James as a team really this year hasn't been a great free throw shooting team. That's something that you hope can round into shape the last month or two of the season, especially before it's time for state, but right now just hasn't been great.
As Mangini misses the first one. Rank checks back into the game for the Timberwolves.
So far, both these teams subbing a lot. St. James has gone 9 deep on the bench. Timberwolves already have gone 8 deep and have rotated those 8 a lot. So that's something to watch in a game like this that already looks pretty fast-paced.
Mangini splits the pair. Arterburn now with it. Dribbling inside, tries to kick it into the corner. There'll be a foul on the floor. We've seen lots of early fouls so far in this one already. 7 total in this game.
Yeah, fair number of reach-in fouls. That's where a lot of these fouls are coming right now.
Mid-range shot, no good. Hornback with another rebound. Mangini now with it. Once again, trying to push the pace for the Thunder. Good defense, kicks into the corner. It's Kwapazetsky with it. Kicks out to Davis. Another foul on the floor there, and 2 shots coming up for Matthew Davis.
Yeah, you like how St. James was playing there. Good aggression really all throughout. You know, I've really liked so far first quarter today. St. James has done a good job of trying to penetrate a lot inside the lane, doing a really good job trying to take the ball inside as much as possible, not being intimidated by the Timberwolves size. And the result of that is already getting 5, maybe 6 fouls now against the Timberwolves and getting to the line a lot early on.
Davis hits his 3rd free throw of the game. That one just barely misses there. Out of bounds. No, they're going to say it's inbounds. Kwapazetsky comes down with it. Fratzel now tries to get it inside. Hornback somehow comes away with it. And they're going to say a travel on Hornback.
Tricky play there. Probably not a great pass from Fratzel in the first place. Your senior point guard, a guy that rarely makes those sort of mistakes. Trying to force it probably just a little too much to Davis there, results in a turnover from Hornback.
Yeah, like you said, rarely happens. Leads this team in assists. He's one of the best passers, best ball handlers on this team, and has been all year for the Thunder.
St. James going in this little trap zone that they like to go to at the end of quarters, really causing a lot of havoc, especially with this lineup out there.
Arterburn with it, gets it over. Now it's back to Arterburn, guarded by Davis. He tries a deep 3. That one no good. Mangini comes down with the rebound. 20 seconds left on the game clock. No shot clock involved here. You'd like to see the Thunder hold for the last shot, try to extend this 4-point lead that they already have. Fratzel with it now, gives it over to Davis. Davis to Mingini. Gets the high screen from Swabzewski. 5 seconds left. Got to make a move here. Fratzel dribbles inside. Tough shot up and in. Jacob Fratzel gets the tough bucket to go to extend the lead out to 6 at the end of the first quarter. 16-10. Thunder lead over the Timberwolves.
What a great finish there by Fratzel to send St. James into the second quarter. All right, now let's send it down over to Mary Claire on the sideline.
West is keeping it close here. Thunder need to make sure they're keeping their poise on the defensive end and make sure they're driving to the basket, not just settling for threes. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Mary Claire. St. James leading 16-10 right now, doing a pretty good job. Love that last take there from Fratzel to give St. James a 6-point lead heading into the second quarter.
Absolutely, and that is not an easy bucket to make, especially for Jacob Fratzel, only listed at 5'10", maybe even shorter than that. Gets it over the taller defender, and honestly, thought there was some contact there. Surprised with the way they've been calling it. There wasn't an and one on that. Great bucket to end the quarter by Jacob Fratzel. We'll see if the Thunder can build off of this momentum going into the second quarter, 16-10 as they lead. Will, what have we seen the Thunder do well so far in this first quarter to give them this 6-point lead?
Well, I think what they've done well for the last 5 minutes or so is really the thing that they struggled with the first couple minutes, and that is defensive rebounding. They really struggled in that category early on and allowed Blue Valley Southwest to get some second chance buckets. Last 5 minutes or so, especially once that bench unit came in, rebounding was much better. So St. James keeps that up, they're going to be in a really good spot for the rest of the game today.
Yeah, one of those people is there's a silly turnover, bounces off of Mingini's hands. Going to the Timberwolves now. One of those big contributors on the rebounding end, defensive rebounding end that is Noah Hornback already with a couple tonight. As there's a double dribble, some sloppy basketball again in this first 17 seconds of the quarter. Yeah,
and it really feels like this sort of sloppy play is really a common denominator in a lot of these games that St. James has been in early on, and at some level we have to attribute that to the great defense St. James is playing on the perimeter, especially on plays like that where guys get a little sped up and make a mistake. So you really got to give St. James guards a lot of credit for the defense they've been playing.
Fratzel with it now, guarded by Arterburn. Hornback with it now, over to Mingini, over helping is Arterburn. Fratzel inside, Hornback up for two, no good, gets his own rebound. Fighting for it, just kicks it out. Davis tries a three. That one hits. Matthew Davis with the big three.
That was a big-time shot from Davis and a great effort from Hornback to set him up as well, but way to finish the play there by Davis.
Steele with it, gives it over to Bonjinski. Now it's Rank. Rank tries a deep three of his own. That one no good. Offensive rebound, batted away and gained by Frankie Mingini. Hornback dribbling the ball up for the Thunder. Gives it over to Davis. There's a foul on Rank on the floor.
All right, and you see this replay here. Love the effort. Hornback, he's crowded. You see 4 guys in the paint there when Davis gets the ball. That means that somebody's open. Hornback finds Davis, knocks down the three. That's exactly what St. James needs in those minutes out of both Hornback and Davis off the bench.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're going to get a better look from three all year of that one. Just an open catch-and-shoot three, top of the key. Beautiful shot by Matthew Davis there. Fratzel with the ball, gives it over to Peters. Doesn't take the high screen from Damol. Dribbles baseline. That one just slipped away off of Abraham and gained by Mick. Abraham with it now, has the mismatch in size, guarded by Fratzel. Pull up mid-range, no good for Steele. Hornback, another rebound. Hornback dribbling in and kicks it out. Davis, he's been hot so far in this one. Peters tries a deep three. Just short, fighting for the rebound. Who else? Noah Hornback with another rebound.
I mean, he might have 10 at this point. This is ridiculous, the effort he's played with so far.
That one tough shot by Damol, no good. Fratzel puts it up and in.
St. James, I mean, I talked about earlier, rebounding so important for this team. Well, now they're doing a great job on the offensive glass, and it's turning into points. Really, really love the energy and effort on the glass right now from Thunder.
Arterburn with it, guarded by Davis. Kicks it out, it's Steele. Steele dribbles in on Damol. That one way off, rebounded by Noah Hornback. Fratzel with it now. Skip pass over Damal. Fighting for the ball. They're going to say it was last touch by the Thunder, staying with the Timberwolves there. Not an amazing pass by Fratzel there. Tried to get it over to Damal.
And now again, you see this replay here going up to Damal, getting him a look there. Great finish as well by Fratzel. And again, that is credit to the offensive rebounding effort there by Fratzel and Hornback before that, setting up St. James with some points.
Mick with the ball, gives it over to Steele. Steele trying to back down Damal. Has to kick it out to Abraham, guarded by Kolic. Over it's Mick. Throwing his right hand, kicks it out to Arterburn. Arterburn inside, almost looked like he took too many steps. They're not going to call it. Misses the shot. Peters with the rebound. Peters gives it over to Kolic. Kolic will try a three of his own. That one just rattles out. Tough miss there by Jake Kolic, but a good look.
Really, really good look from Kolic, like you said there, Jude. Just not able to fall for the Thunder.
Mick, tough layup, goes up with the left hand and gets it in to cut this deficit back down to single digits.
Really impressive finish there.
Fratzel with it, good moves. Can't get it to go, but gets the foul. 2 shots coming up for Jacob Fratzel.
Yeah, that was a really good finish on the other end by Mick, but I love Fratzel gets the ball, immediately attacks early in the shot clock, going right at the rim. That's exactly what you need if you're St. James, especially from your point guard, a guy with great vision, getting inside and able to get to the line again for the Thunder.
Fratzel drains the first one. Jacob Fratzel, one of those do-it-all type of players. He can score for you, leads the team in assists, and surprisingly leads the team in rebounds.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that really surprises people a lot, right? Your point guard, your smallest guy on the court most of the time, out there leading the team in rebounds, but that's a lot of credit given to him, his energy, his effort, or being around the ball, all those things get him a lot of rebounds, and it makes him even more valuable than he already would be.
That one airballed by Steele, but put up by Wesley Abraham. Maybe trying to say that one was a pass intentionally, but looked like a shot from here.
Yeah, that's what they always say whenever they airball one like that, always try to make it seem like a pass, but nonetheless, they'll take the points right now.
Damal with it, gives it over to Peters. Peters dribbling in, and another foul on the floor. These refs have been consistent with it, but almost feels like quick whistles every single time they're down there.
Yeah, it's a lot of, they're calling a lot of reach-ins, and it's especially different. St. James had refs the past few games that maybe let him play a little more than they should have, so now playing with some refs calling it a little tighter, it really feels drastic for the Thunder.
Damal swing pass over to May. May over to Kolic now. Back to Damal. Peters with it up top, gets the high screen. Thinks about pulling up. Good move inside with the right hand. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up and gets the second chance bucket for the Thunder.
Great effort again by Peters. I love the move to set him up the first time there on the first shot, just unable to fall. But again, being around the ball, following your shot, and getting another chance.
Abraham with it, guarded by Kolic. Gives it over to Steele.
If you're Blue Valley Southwest, you probably want to start shooting a few more threes. This is a really good three-point shooting team, and they just haven't been getting good looks from there.
Right on cue. There's a three by no good by Arterburn. Rebounded by the Thunder. Peters with it now. Gives it over to Fratzel. Thinks about the deep three, doesn't take it. Dribbles in with the right hand. Kicks it all the way out to Kolic into the corner. That one thinks he got the foul, doesn't call it, as Braden Gibson ran into him. Now with the ball on the other end, it's Abraham. This one fought for it down low.
No call yet. My goodness.
I am shocked at what's happening. They'll call the foul on the floor, literally on the floor.
Yeah.
Is Jake Kolic there?
Tough break if you're St. James during that sequence. Very chaotic sort of 10, 15 seconds there, a lot of physicality, and ultimately it's going to go in the Timberwolves' favor. Now if you're Blue Valley Southwest down 11, 3 minutes left, I think if you're Blue Valley Southwest, you really got to focus, like I said, on starting to get some looks from three. But the other thing, you got to start playing better defense and rebounding better yourselves. How about that 5-second call? What great effort there by Thunder.
Actually, they're going to call an offensive foul on Brooks Carlisle of the Timberwolves. Looked like it was about to be a 5-second call anyway, but gets the foul call. Now Thunder basketball. Mangini with it at the top of the key. Fratzel out of this one, so Mangini will be running the point. Peters swings it all the way over to Damal. And back to Mangini. Mangini dribbles in, kicks over to Peters. Extra pass, May for a three.
Oh.
In and out, rattles it. Kolch fights for the rebound, can't get it. Back to Southwest. Mick with it now, guarded by May. Carlisle tries a three. That one way short and airballed. Good effort, though. And they get the second chance points. It's Beckett Carlisle who gets the offensive rebound and kicks it back out to Abraham for the bucket. As there's a charge on the other end, it's going to be called on Frankie Mangini.
Yeah, tough deal there for St. James. You'll love the aggression from Mangini, especially when Fratzel's not out there as the point guard. You need a guy that's going to kind of get the offense going, but just a little too aggressive there, and it's going to end in a charge. Final 2 minutes here of this quarter. St. James only up 9. They can't let the great play they've had this half slip away here in the last couple minutes.
Mick with the ball, guarded by Davis. Spin move inside, goes up for the mid-range, gets the call. 2 shots coming up for Mick.
Davis going to end up with a foul call. Looked like he was straight up there, but not going to get the call to go his way. So Mick is going to head back to the line now for the Timberwolves. Mick already has 5 tonight, averaging around 10 a game on the season. Second leading scorer on this Timberwolves team.
He makes the first free throw for Southwest there. Like we talked about in the beginning, Will, they're going to live and die by the three. They've been shooting it a lot this game, just have not been able to hit it at a successful rate so far in this one.
Yeah, when you live and die by a three, you want more cracks at the apple, you want more shots, but St. James, they've done a great job rebounding, not allowing Blue Valley Southwest to get those extra looks right now, and that's made a big difference.
Both free throws made on the other end for Southwest. Davis now with it. Kicks it over to Peters. Peters dribbling in, Euro step, floater, no good. Rebounded by Carlisle and Southwest as they'll try to push the pace now here with Mick. Dribbling in on Hornback, kicks it out. It's Beckett Carlisle, gives it over to Brooks Carlisle. Now Mick with it. Kicks it over, Gibson with a three. That one drained. Braden Gibson gets his first bucket of the game on a three to cut this deficit all the way down to 4.
And yeah, this feels like St. James really dominated this first half and only a 4-point lead. Credit to Southwest to stay in it.
This is a great pass inside by Davis to Daymall as Daymall gets the bucket.
Yeah, getting his first bucket tonight. He's been a little quiet so far.
Three on the other end, no good. Rebounded by Hornback once again.
Love when Hornback gets these rebounds and takes it himself. Provides great offense for St. James like this.
Kicks out, Davis with the three, no good. Rebounded by Gibson. Under a minute now left here. Mick with it, guarded by Davis. Looks like they'll try to hold for a 2-for-1 here. Gotta go soon if they want it. Carlisle with it, gets over. Gibson with another three. No good, fighting for the rebound. Southwest comes down with it. Mick with a three. That one rattles home for the Timberwolves, and this deficit is all the way down to 3.
Well, that's exactly what I said St. James can't do. They had the 9-point lead just a few moments ago, all the way down to 3 now. They played great. You can't let it slip away at the end. Still one chance to get some of those points back right here. Got to hold for the last shot and get a good look if you're St. James. You're probably looking at trying to get Peters a look here if you're a Thunder.
Under 10 seconds now. Mangini with it. Kicks over to Davis. Thinks about a three, doesn't take it. Dribbles in, kicks it out. Peters, 5 seconds. Gotta put something up soon. Tries to put something up and draw a foul, doesn't get it. Half-court heave by Carlisle, way short there. As this half will end 27-24 Thunder lead over the Timberwolves. Mary Claire, let's send it down to you.
Tight contest so far.
I didn't hear the question, but disappointing finish, giving up offensive rebounds and threes. Kind of a game we had to control. We let them back in it.
Appreciate it, Coach.
We'll be right back for the second half here on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
Other activities include drum line, scholars bowl, and NHS Triad Honor Society and Play Target. Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for the support in everything I do, no matter how crazy it is. Savannah, other activities include theater, SJA Strong, and wrestling. Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for all you do. From your only and favorite daughter, but not your favorite child, Isabel Gray.
All right, now let's send it down over to Mary Claire.
Thank you, Will. 2 quarters left to secure this important EKO win. What does the team need to do right now to extend this lead?
Real simple. We just got to rebound the ball better. They shoot a lot of threes, which leads to a lot of long rebounds. We didn't do a great job of rebounding that. So if we do a better job of defensive rebounding, we should be in a good spot.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Hitting at a high level their shots on the other end, getting to the foul line more. One of those games where you're up 3, but you're not content with it because you know you should be up more. So we'll see what the Thunder do coming into this second half. Will, what do you think are some of those halftime adjustments that Coach Dom would be cooking up with the Thunder?
Well, I don't think there's necessarily a tactical adjustment for St. James to make right now. I really think, as simple as it sounds, it's just about energy and effort right now, especially on the glass, but also defensively right now and making good cuts on offense. That's really all it is for St. James. They're, frankly, a team that looks a little bit more talented right now than Southwest, but Southwest is good enough. They've shown, you know, if you give them a little bit of daylight, especially from 3, they can make stuff happen. So I think really the key for St. James here, don't let Southwest get too many threes, run them off the line, and get rebounds. That's what I'd be looking for from St. James this second half.
27-24, the Thunder lead over the Timberwolves here as we start the second half. Timberwolves with the ball. Over to Mick, guarded by Fratzel. Give it over to Arterburn. Inside it's Rank. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gives it back to Steele. Now Rank with it, guarded by Peters. Good defense so far by the Thunder. 15 on the shot clock. Rank with it now. Trying to drive in on Peters. Pull up mid-range. That one just short. Daymall comes down with the rebound. Fratzel now with it. Dribbling on Arterburn. Kicks it out to Kolich. Kolich over to Peters. Guarded by Mick. Now it's Daymall with it up top. Fratzel, dribble drive, left hand, no good. No call on that end as the Timberwolves have it now.
St. James wanted the foul there, didn't get it.
Steele with a 3, no good. Good box out by Jonathan May as Fratzel comes down with the rebound. Fratzel, tough pass. Daymall can't handle it.
Yeah, don't love the energy right now. It's a really quiet gym. St. James just not doing a great job communicating. It really feels like St. James has an opportunity to make something happen, especially with how well they've played defensively this first minute, but a little bit uncharacteristic of St. James just making too many mistakes offensively to start the half.
Arterburn with it, gives it over to Mick. Mick, open lane, kicks it out. Steele kicks it back out to Arterburn, off of his knee, maintained by the Timberwolves. That one batted away, grabbed by Kolich. They're going to say it's touched out of bounds, and it will stay with the Timberwolves.
Yeah, unfortunately off the Thunder, but a great sequence there by Jonathan May, guarding on ball and then making a nice play there, forcing it out of bounds. Still not ideal for St. James, but you know, good job forcing it out of the offensive player's hands there, at least by a Thunder defense.
Abraham, right hand, no good. Gets his own rebound off the Daymall tip. Up with it, it's Mick, no good. Fratzel lets it go out of bounds and will be Thunder basketball.
Interesting, Daymall already checking out of the game here for the Thunder. Klopozeski checking in 1.5 minutes in here, something you don't see very often. Coach Dom going to his bench this early in the half. Got to think it's something about rebounding that, or something that Coach Dom was saying at half that maybe Daymall wasn't doing there for the Thunder.
Fratzel gives it over to Kolich. Trying to find Peters, he gets him. Double teamed. That one stolen away. It's Mick now with it for the T-Wolves. 3-on-2. Gives it over to Arterburn. Puts it up. Ooh. Blocked away by Peters and out of bounds.
Well, good job by Peters. Wasn't his best offensive possession, but good hustle getting back in the play with the big-time block there for St. James. That's the sort of energy St. James needs to play with right there, making a mistake, but, you know, making up for it on defensive end.
Pass inside, batted away by Kolich. Staying here with Southwest once again.
I like St. James. They forced the ball 3 or 4 times already out of bounds the first 2 minutes here. I really like the effort off ball, getting in passing lanes, making stuff happen like Fratzel did there.
Good steal by Fratzel. Fratzel open lane, easy layup, up and in to get the first points of the second half for either team.
Great job by Fratzel there, your senior leader, stepping up when you need him most. His team needs something to go right the first couple minutes here. Need to jump out to an early start, and Fratzel does that.
Mick with the ball, goes up with the left hand, that one way off. Fighting for the rebound, they're gonna call a foul on the floor, I believe on Kwapazetsky.
That's a bad call if it's on him. Yeah, I don't love that call from the referees there, trying to get a box out, trying to get a body on a guy, and gets a foul called because the ball was a bad bounce. Don't love the call there, but they have been calling it tight all game.
Rank with it up top, gives it over to Arterburn. Kicks it back out, it's Abraham. Back inside, Abraham up, no good. Kolich with the rebound now. Had a wide open shot, just missed it.
Yeah, don't see that very often. Don't see a guy hit the floor and then still get an opportunity to shoot it. Very weird sequence there.
Peters fakes the 3, goes up for the layup, no good. 2 shots coming up for Emmett Peters.
Peters is so good at that, at really maneuvering his body around the rim, really doing a good job of going with the right or left, either side of the basket. You saw there going with the right on the left side, trying to make it happen there. Couldn't fall, but still goes to the line for a Thunder now to shoot a pair.
Peters just short on the first free throw. We've seen free throw troubles really all season for this Thunder team. One of those guys that hasn't been having trouble is Emmett Peters, but this time misses the first one. Peters splits the pair, 30-24. Thunder lead this one with about 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Mick with the ball, gives it over to Rank. Rank will try a 3 of his own. That one no good. Fighting for the rebound. Kolich tips it out to Fratzel. Fratzel way cross-court pass over to Peters. And Fratzel, normally an amazing passer. We've seen a couple of those passes that have been a little bit too risky.
Yeah, I think St. James, they're just trying to, I think it's smart, you know, you're going up against a team with good size that plays good defense, so they're trying to run. They're being more aggressive in the fast break. And that means a guy like Fratzel that has the ball a lot is going to make a few more risky passes because of that big emphasis on trying to score before defense sets up. So a little bit risky, but it works sometimes.
Fratzel with the ball, tough runner up and in. Jacob Fratzel leads all scorers tonight.
Yeah, he's got 11 for the Thunder now after that one. He's done a really nice job keeping this offense in control for this second half.
Shot for Mick, up and in. Good mid-range shot. Southwest will call a timeout and try to regain the troops here before heading out on defense. 32-26, Thunder lead by 6.
Yeah, first time out of the game right there, and that bucket there for Mick, that's just way too easy, way too much space. You know, these guys are really good three-point shooters, especially Mick, but he's going to be an even higher percentage shooter if you give him a shot 6-7 feet close to the goal like that in the mid-range that is that open. So St. James right now needs to do a better job communicating, especially on these ball screens, making sure shooters don't get loose, because that's the only way Southwest really has a shot getting back into this one.
Yeah, I would say that, and obviously the second chance buckets we've seen. We've seen the Thunder a little bit shaky at rebounding on the defensive side so far today. They've gotten plenty of offensive rebounds of their own, but so has Blue Valley Southwest, and that's how they've been able to keep this game close, is getting those offensive rebounds and being able to score off of that with the second chance buckets.
Yeah, now next few minutes really feels like both of these teams, the next couple of minutes here could be ready to start on a run. Now let's send it down to Mary Claire with an update on the timeout.
Coach Dom emphasizing they need to keep guarding and rebounding. They also need to watch for the 2-2-1 on defense.
Thank you, Mary Claire. St. James will start with it now out of the break. Let's see what they do here.
Full court zone look almost from this Southwest team. Looks like a 3-2 extended zone out, maybe a 2-2-1. Thunder are able to get past it. Davis with it, gives it over to Kolich. We've seen him hit one deep 3 already, and with the zone, it allows the team like St. James to shoot the deep 3s.
Yeah, now settling back into the man. Interesting to see Davis and Hornback, the first 2 off the bench outside of Kwapazowski for the Thunder.
Fratzel tries a deep 3. That one just off the rim. Hornback with it, throws it off of Carlisle.
No way.
It's going to stay with the Thunder. What a play by Noah Hornback. We've talked about this time and time again. how he is so good at being able to do those types of plays and jumps out of bounds, doesn't touch the floor, throws it behind his back, and hits a dude that's standing out of bounds.
Yeah, the refs are meeting now. You know, he feels like a guy that would be just about the best dodgeball player in the world. That's what it feels like when he's going out of bounds on these plays. It feels like he's hitting guys that are trying to avoid him every time, and he's still doing it effortlessly. Really, really impressive stuff. It looks like the shot clock hasn't reset, so St. James only has 4 seconds to put it up now. Got to be aware of that if you're a Thunder.
Yeah, they're going to say Fratzel's shot didn't hit the rim. Kolich got to put something up soon. Puts up a deep three, but an illegal screen there by Kwapizetsky.
He's been getting a little bit of a tough whistle today. Has Kwapizetsky. Wouldn't have mattered though, as Kolich airballed the 3 there. But unfortunate that Hornback's really, really good play there to save the possession for St. James doesn't turn into any points.
Southwest with the ball on the other end. Now it's Rank. Gives it over to Mick. Deep 3 there. Wow. That one goes for Josh Arterburn.
You know, he's a guy, that's the first bucket he has today. We haven't called his name much, but he's a guy that can fill it up from outside, the leading scorer on this team. And he's a guy St. James doesn't want to let get hot.
Hornback with it, tries to get it inside. Kwapizetsky batted away by Carlisle. Will stay here with the Thunder.
St. James really needs somebody to be a spark on the offensive end. It's been a little bit too quiet of a first half. Fratzel's got a couple buckets to go, but they need somebody to step up and get them going on the offensive end. Now St. James has the 4 reserves in around Fratzel. Really good time for one of those guards, Mangini or Fratzel, to make something happen offensively for St. James.
Davis throwing it in, tries to get inside to Kwapizetsky. He will. Gives it over to Fratzel. We've seen the Southwest defense time and time again try to play out and intercept those passes, and it can hurt him. Kwapizetsky with the 3. That one, nothing but net. Cade Kwapizetsky gets his first bucket of this game.
That's exactly what St. James needed there. Great job finding space. He's a really solid shooter at that 5-man spot for St. James and knocking it down there.
Arterburn inside. I'm going to say he stepped out of bounds. Won't be white basketball.
Great defense there by Davis, knowing where the baseline was. Better than the offensive player there, forcing him out of bounds. Really, really smart play by Davis of the Thunder.
Back to the full court pressure look. 2 of your point guards in the game with Fratzel and Mangini trying to be able to stop this press. Fratzel inside to Kwapizetsky. Kwapizetsky thinks about kicking it out. Will take his own 2 and gets it to go. Cade Kwapizetsky with 5 straight points for him.
Yeah, and I was just saying St. James needed a spark. You know, we haven't seen Kwapizetsky be that guy very much offensively, but he certainly was there. Really good sequence for him.
And on the other end, commits the foul there is Kwapizetsky in the and 1 by Wesley Abraham.
Really impressive play there by Abraham in the post. You know, both these teams haven't really gone to the post much at all tonight, but Abraham certainly did a good job down low there against Kwapizetsky, working to get the 3-point play.
Peters will check in for Kwapizetsky.
Interesting look here. Kwapizetsky checks out. He's had an extended run of about 4 or 5 minutes there, so Hornback is going to be playing center for St. James, one of the first times we've seen that all year. Certainly gives St. James the ability to switch better on defense.
Rebound no good. Peters with the rebound. And if you were to see this stat sheet and not know any of the names, you would look at the rebounds and think Noah Hornback is a 6'7" center with the amount of rebounds he has. Davis kicks it out to Mangini. Mangini over to Fratzel in the corner. Thinks about the deep 3, doesn't take it. Looks like he traveled, and they'll call it. Just took 1 too many steps there after catching it.
Unfortunate there, and we're looking. Looks like Blue Valley Southwest going to get the ball after a turnover there.
37-31, Thunder lead with 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Mick thinks about the mid-range, travel once again on the other end. Ball on the side for the Thunder. Still with that full court look. Peters with it now, gives it over to Hornback. Hornback, wow, weird pass, but gets it to Fratzel. Extra pass to Mangini, and he hits down a good 3. What a pass by Noah Hornback, almost like a swing pass all the way around. And the extra pass by Fratzel for a Mangini bucket. This one batted away by Mangini. Davis now with it. Fast break run, goes up with a 2, gets it to go in and 1 for Matthew Davis.
What a finish that was there by Davis. Big time finish to get St. James the and 1 opportunity.
Matthew Davis been a spark plug off the bench tonight with 8 points already in this one and a shot at 9 points here on the and one free throw. It's been a lot of Matthew Davis and Jacob Fratzel so far tonight for the Thunder.
Those two have certainly been carrying a lot of the load offensively.
That one just short. They're going to say off of Southwest and will stay with the Thunder.
And now let's look back at that play by Davis. You see him taking the advantage. Southwest doesn't find a man defensively to guard him. Easy bucket and one. You love the aggression there. Like we were saying, him and Fratzel really, as a couple guards, have been leading this team today.
Hornback up and in. Tough bucket by Noah Hornback, and the missed free throw works in the Thunder's favor as they get the extra 2 points.
Yeah, and Hornback, that's a really difficult cover at the 5 position offensively for a team. Hornback doing a good job there.
Carlisle tries a three, no good. Rebounded by Hornback. Mingini now with it. Trying to drive in. Good move up, no good. Looks like he got blocked, but who else come down with it but Noah Hornback. Fratzel with it now. Gets stolen from behind and gets stolen the other way. Mingini with it. That one batted away and will stay with the Thunder.
And now St. James gets to take a breath. My goodness, that was quite a sequence there, but St. James lucky to retain possession. Those are the sort of sequences when you come away with the ball or get points like that. That is what wins you games. So good job by St. James retaining possession.
Fratzel with the ball. Gives it over to Mingini. Peters now with it. Back to Mingini. Peters drilling inside. Kicks out. Davis will try a three. That one no good. Noah Hornback comes down with another offensive rebound. Davis another one. No good. Rebounded by Maurer and the Timberwolves. What a job offensive rebounding that Noah Hornback has done so far today.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that, he is a really difficult guy to box out because you're used to centers that are a lot bigger, stockier guys. He's a quicker body there, and a foul gets called on Davis. Tough whistle there, but he's a really tough guy to get a body on. That's what makes it so easy for him, especially on the offensive glass, to make stuff happen. You're seeing that pay dividends tonight for the Thunder.
Yeah, like you were saying, not the normal build for a center, so to speak. He's definitely a lot faster and can jump probably a lot higher than most centers can. Even though he doesn't have that height, he makes up for it with his ability to jump out of the roof and get those rebounds.
Yeah, and it's just effort. That's so much what rebounding is. He gives better effort than just about anybody on any court he steps on, and so that gives him a lot of opportunities to use the athleticism that he has to go get rebounds. It's made a big, big difference tonight.
Free throw up and in for Eli Mick. 11-point lead for the Thunder. They can hold for the last shot here. Fratzel with it now, guarded all the way out at half court by Rank. He's got a dribble, don't want to get that 3-second call. Mingini now with it.
Yes, North Southwest to get up pressure here so St. James can't hold the ball.
Mingini dribbling in, gets it over to Hornback. Hornback trying to work inside. Call a foul on the floor. The other ref's going to overrule him and call a travel. Something you don't see very often when a ref outrules another ref's call.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication there. Looks like St. James, I don't think they were really too worried about it. So it's unfortunate for the Thunder, but they're not going to keep possession to end the quarter here.
2.7 seconds left. Mick has a shot to chuck up a half-court heave. That one way high. No good. 44-33. Thunder lead over the Timberwolves here at the end of the third quarter.
Really good quarter there, I think, by the bench unit. I think that's what you look at if you're St. James. Matthew Davis and Hornback both coming in and giving St. James great minutes. And that kind of feels like, you know, this is a team obviously looking for an identity right now in St. James. But that feels like it is the identity right now for this team, is a team that does a great job off the bench, getting good minutes. And Kwapizowski, Davis, Hornback, all three of them coming in, giving St. James really good minutes to push them back to a double-digit lead here. That really the key for the Thunder.
Shout out to Shields sponsoring this one. A little t-shirt toss.
There you go.
By the cheerleaders with some gift cards inside. Student section happy to get some of those.
Yeah, we were trying to see if they could toss one up here for us. Couldn't get it here, unfortunately, but maybe we'll have to try to get that next time, too.
Absolutely. Same 5 out there for the Thunder. It's Frassel, Mangini, Hornback, Peters, and May to start this 4th quarter. For the Southwest side, it's Beckett, Carlisle, Arterburn, Mick, Gibson, and Abraham.
You know, when St. James goes small like this with Hornback, you know, Hornback probably not going to be able to rebound at the clip he was the first 3 quarters consistently night in, night out. So it comes down May, Mangini, Peters, that 2-3-4. They got to do a great job rebounding as well, helping them out.
May with it now. That one just out of Hornback's
Here we go.
hands on the fast break. It's Abraham up and in for the end one.
Hornback wanted that block. He chased him down like a wolf there, just missed a little bit on the ball. Unfortunate mistake for Hornback there, resulting in the 3-point play.
Chance for a 3-point play is Wesley Abraham, the 6'4" junior. And he drains the first free throw, cuts this deficit down to 8.
That free throw there getting Abraham to 11 points. He's made an impact a lot of tonight on the offensive end. One of the few guys consistently scoring for the Wolves.
Good passing by the Thunder, leads to a Peters 3. That one no good. Rebounded by Mick.
Really good opportunity there for Peters, just unable to make it fall.
Mick with it now. Up with the right hand, no good. Rebounded by Mangini, and he gets fouled. Great ball movement to beat the press there was the Thunder. Led to an, it's just like what you want if you're a coach. No dribbles taken, just passing it all the way down the court to an open Peters for 3. Just can't get it to go that time.
Yeah, it's a really good look, like you said, Jude, there. Great job passing the ball, and when they put Taymall Hornback in the center, you got cutters like that right there.
Hornback, no good. Hard fall there. Southwest back with the ball. Arterburn with it, kicks it down to Mick. That one blocked away by Hornback from all the way behind. Good play there by Noah Hornback. Mangini now with it on the other end. Guarded by Arterburn, foul on the floor.
What a block that was by Hornback. My goodness, a shooter had no reason to think he was coming, certainly didn't know he was going to be there, and Hornback said, get that out of here. Big time block there by Hornback.
That one looked just like in football, like a strip sack from a DN. Just no one saw it coming from the blind side. Gets the block. Noah Hornback, what a play. Fratzl with it, kicks it over to Peters. Guarded in the corner by Mick. Guarded all the way up at half court. He's going to dribble through this one. Tough shot up, no good, but a blocking foul on Arterburn, and 2 shots coming up for Emmett Peters.
Good job there by Peters. If they're going to pressure him that far out, I mean, it's a risky proposition with anyone, but especially with Peters, with his driving ability, his 3-point shooting ability. If you're going to pressure him that far out, you have to make him pay. Peters did just that, got inside, made a nice, smart play there, now goes to the line to shoot 2.
Peters hits the first one. Looking to extend their lead out to double digits here. Jake Kolich will check in for Noah Hornback, and what a night that Noah Hornback has had so far. Not even putting up a ton of points, but it's been the rebounding, the steals, and all the effort that he's been giving in for this Thunder team.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, this team needs that guy to come in and be the energy. That's what Hornback is for this team. It's an invaluable sort of resource for this team, and he's played really, really well tonight. That was a good game as we've seen from him in a Thunder uniform.
Arterburn with it now. Guarded by Peters, gives it over to Abraham. Abraham tries to get over to Beckett Carlisle. He'll go up with it. That one up and in. Beckett Carlisle, the younger brother of senior Brooks Carlisle, with the bucket in this one. Kolich with it now on the other end. They're going to slow it down. Looks like he's getting trapped. Gives it over to Fratzl. They're going to call a timeout. Good timeout there by Coach Dom. Settle those guys. Has the timeouts to give. Going to take one here.
Yeah, St. James had 5 timeouts there, so that one brings them to just 4. I think they'll probably manage with all 5 of those timeouts. They'll do fine with calling one there in a spot where it looks like, you know, Kolich might have been trapped for a second, and that's good for St. James now that you've seen, you know, the last minute or so, last couple possessions, Blue Valley Southwest has been much more aggressive in the half court. So now that Coach Dom knows that, you have an opportunity to draw something up and hopefully get one of your guys open to make a play.
46-38, the Thunder lead over the Timberwolves here with fourth quarter. Damall back into the game for the Thunder. We haven't seen him in a while, coming back in to bring back that size.
Yeah, interesting substitution patterns today from the Thunder. You know, we haven't seen much of Damall this half. We haven't seen much of Jonathan May either. He's been going through a little bit of a slump, so we haven't seen much of him. So just a little bit of playing with the lineup right now are the Thunder.
Peters, high arcing three, up and in. What a play by Emmett Peters to get it over the taller defender.
Big time shot there by Peters, putting St. James up double digits.
That mid-range shot up and in. Good shot there by Eli Mick.
Gives him 16 on the night. You know, he's had a really good night. He's a guy who was kind of billed as a three-point shooter, but he's done a great job in the mid-range as well.
Peters with it, just kind of mishandles it. Let's see what they call here. It looked like a pretty obvious sort of travel, unless they say it was tipped.
Yeah, that's one of those calls that just a little bit of a play there, probably a hard angle for the ref to see, I would think, because that definitely looked from up here where we were sitting like probably a travel. So St. James gets a little bit of a break there and going to go to the line now and shoot two. Is one of the best free throw shooters on the team in Emmett Peters.
As he hits this one, no announcer's news this time. Will said that last game and obviously missed both of them. So
yeah, we're done with that now, hopefully, with Peters' make there and Jonathan May heading into the game. Peters, he's got 14 tonight for the Thunder, and you know, the thing always is impressive about him to me, he's such a quiet 14, not needing to take a ton of shots to get there, makes him a really big asset for this team.
As Peters rattles home both 51-40, lead out to 11 for the Thunder. 5.5 minutes left in this one. Mick with the ball. He's had an impressive night for the Wolves. That one batted away by Fratzel. Will stay here with Southwest.
Really good play there by Fratzel. Seemed to think he might have gotten the steal there, but nonetheless, it's going to take it out of bounds now for the for the Timberwolves rather.
Arterburn with it, gives it over to Mick. Trying to dribble and work on Fratzel. Good move. Can't get the bunny to go. Just bounces it off of the backboard and rim. Rebounded by Damall and Thunder basketball.
What a play that was, though. You see how aggressive they're playing on the outside.
Damall goes up with it. Can't get it to go. Mick now on the other end. He fell down hard earlier. Puts up a three. No good. Peters with the rebound.
Great board there by Peters. That's what St. James needs in these lineups. Without Hornback, you need the other guys to contribute as rebounders. Peters, really strong rebound there.
Peters shot fake up. I'm going to say the foul was on the floor. I believe that will put them in the bonus. 2 shots coming up for Emmett Peters.
You know, he's been at the line a ton tonight. It feels like he's a guy, you know, he does a really good job, I think, of attracting fouls. He attracts a lot of help off his drive, so he gets a lot of fouls that way, and is doing a good job going into contact as well. And it's not the sort of like, you know, James Harden, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander sort of flailing around sort of plays to get fouls. It's really good, just good basketball and resulting in fouls, and that's exactly what we want to see from a guy like Peters.
Peters hits the first one. Something the Thunder have done really well tonight is with Southwest playing that aggressive on defense all the way out there. They've been really good at pump faking their passes and shot faking, getting them in the air and getting them flying past you to drive into the lane, and then eventually leading to these fouls, which are giving them 3 points from the free throw line.
Yeah, and it helps a lot that St. James doing a great job cutting. You know, that's why Hornback was having so much success offensively as well as an athlete cutting out there. Now you see St. James go into a 2-3. It's something you don't normally do. St. James gives up the bucket there. You don't normally do that against a team that shoots threes as well as Southwest. So interesting strategy by a Thunder here, trying to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, it'll probably be right out of that zone as soon as they give up that easy bucket. Peters now will try a 3. That one no good. Fine for the rebound. It's Damall. Damall with it now, gives it over to Kolch. Kolch tries a way deep 3. That one rattles home off the rim and off the backboard. Deep NBA range 3 for Kolch. His second deep 3 like that of the night.
Yeah, how about him having 6 points and 2 threes from a mile away?
Way airballed on the 3. It's going to be a foul on the floor by the Thunder.
Yeah, let's look at that shot again by Kolch. Look how far behind the line he was there. You could lay about 6 rulers in between his foot and that line right there. That is a really, really impressive shot from a guy that hasn't necessarily had his best night shooting-wise either. That's just a really, really impressive play there by Kolch.
It's going to be White basketball.
I believe they say stepped over the line there. You don't see that call very often, but obviously ref, he's literally looking right at the feet the entire time. He has a good idea if that's a violation or not, so St. James is going to get possession.
Yeah, pretty credible source there as he's right in front of it.
You would hope. You would hope.
Jonathan May with it, trying to beat the press. It's Fratzel now. Back over to May. May gives it over to Damol and back to Fratzel. Good defense by the Wolves, but even better offense by the Thunder being able to beat the press. Emmett Peters, tough layup up and in to extend this lead out to the biggest of the night, 16.
That gives him 19 on the night. You know, he does a great job getting mid-air and making something happen. Really, really good body control once he gets himself mid-air.
Foul on the floor.
It's a tough foul. Again, they've just had a lot of these blocking foul sort of plays tonight. The Thunder have, and Blue Valley Southwest for that matter, just a lot of these sort of plays, if you really make any contact with the body, it's been a foul tonight. So
Arterburn with it now. Up, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Timberwolves come down with it. Arterburn with it again, tries to put it up. That one no good as well. Peters comes down with the rebound for the Thunder.
Yeah, Arterburn, this guy again, the leading scorer for this team, he just has not had his way tonight offensively.
Good defense there by Wesley Abraham, able to bat the ball away. Out of bounds, Thunder will stick with it. And if that one didn't go out of bounds, it would have been close to a 10-second call in the backcourt. Yep. Great defense, one-on-one full court by Wesley Abraham.
Yeah, really good defense. Now St. James gets to reset on that 10 seconds here. You know, the press hasn't really gotten St. James going much tonight. They've used it to their advantage.
Peters goes up with it. Another foul call and two more shots coming up for Emmett Peters. He's done a great job of getting to the line tonight.
Yeah, we just keep saying it. I mean, he's, again, it's the quietest 20-point performance you're going to see all year from Emmett Peters. He really hasn't had the ball very much today, but he is making such an impact. He does such a great job moving without the ball, getting himself close to the rim, and then obviously getting a few from behind the line as well. Just a really good performance tonight from Peters.
Peters hits the first one.
And I like this decision by Coach Dom. St. James now with a 17-point lead, probably going to win this game. So I like the idea. You put in Hornback right now at center. That was working a few minutes ago. Now you get to see what that lineup looks like again to go the final few minutes here. Might be something St. James wants to look into a little bit longer term, and you're going to get a longer look at it here with Hornback at center. Yeah,
definitely the probably most athletic five you'll have out there with Noah Hornback as the center. There's a deep three. No good by Abraham. Fighting for the rebound. I'm going to say it was last touched by Jonathan May. Staying here with Southwest.
Tough break there, and that's the thing with Hornback on the court. You don't have that big guy that's going to take out a couple bodies boxing out, so everybody else has to do their job boxing out as well.
There's a three by Arterburn there. Cut the deficit down to 15. Gotta reset the shot clock. Like you were saying, without Damol or Kwabazetsky in that lineup, no true tall center without taking out those bodies. It's harder for the Thunder to get these defensive rebounds. Noah Hornback, one of those guys that just jumps up there and gets it. Not really known for his boxing out, but he can when he has to. As Peters now pump fake. Mid-range two, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Arterburn comes down with it, runs into the ref, and will be Thunder basketball. Tough break there for the Timberwolves.
Just been that kind of night for them. I mean, just a bad break after bad break all night long for this Blue Valley Southwest team. Looks like they're going to fall to 1-6. The effort certainly has been there, it just hasn't gone their way tonight.
Peters with it up top. Under 2 minutes with this one. Kolich dribble drives in. They're going to say he traveled before dribbling it. Be Timberwolf basketball. A minute 50 left, 60-45. Thunder leading this one. Certainly looks like it's going to be a Thunder victory. And I believe it all started with that Heritage Christian win. After they beat them, definitely give them some momentum, some life with this team coming off of that Christmas break, having not played a game in 2 weeks. They've looked fresh and good ever since with the Heritage win and the Miege win, and about to be the Southwest win. There's a foul on the floor there on Hornback.
You know, an interesting fact, St. James right now, you got 2 victories we got 2 victories right now with the St. James team past couple games where they've scored 61 points exactly in both those games. St. James has 60 right now, so we are 1 free throw away from St. James having 3 straight victories with exactly 61 points. Just a fun tidbit there that we're really, really close to right now for St. James.
Definitely an interesting stat, Will.
Yeah, you don't normally get to say that sort of stat on the air right now, and hopefully we score more than that so we can break that at least.
Ratzel dribbling around. Gives it over to Kolich. Looks like the Thunder are going to try to use up most of the shot clock there as there's a foul. 2 shots coming up for Emmett Peters.
So we got our chance at 61 right here, Jude. We're going to the free throw line. If Peters just goes 1 of 2, we're going to be right at 61. I got to think nobody on the court right now is thinking about that stat besides us,
not.
But it'd be great to see.
Just you, Will.
There
As
we
he
go.
misses the first one, if he makes the second one, Will, 61 points for you. I guess might have to start keeping the 61-point stat for the Thunder here.
Yeah, St. James, I guess it's just first team to 61 wins when you're playing against the Thunder right now. If they can get to 61 here.
And he makes it 61 points for the Thunder, 45 for the Timberwolves, 1:10 left in this one.
That free throw there gives Peters 22 points on the night. He's had a really good performance today.
Carlisle with it up, no good. Peters gets the rebound and will dribble it up for the Thunder. Probably the last offensive possession we'll see of the night for the Thunder. Frautzel with it now.
You see Southwest still playing aggressive on defense. Got to credit their effort again. Like I said tonight, they really wanted to get the win, I think, today and just couldn't pull it out, unfortunately. But the effort certainly was there. They're just not getting really the looks they've needed tonight to get the victory over the Thunder.
Kolich with it. Over to Hornback. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Got to put something up. Peters will try a deep 3 at the buzzer. No good. Rebounded by Southwest and a clear, obvious foul there by Hornback. 2 shots coming up for the Timberwolves. 25 seconds left, 61-45. Mangini will check out Frautzel. What a night Frautzel had all around with his points, passing, and rebounding.
Yeah, he's a guy, he had 11 points tonight, but, here's a guy, Jacob Frautzel. He's a guy that really does a good job in doing so many things for the St. James team. We've talked about it, the rebounding, the passing, and that really was evident tonight. And, it feels like him and Hornback both were guys that they, they're not going to have numbers that necessarily jump off the stat sheet, but they played a big impact in the win tonight for the Thunder.
That free throw in and out there. Rebounded by Hornback. The Thunder can dribble this one out if they want to. It's Mangini with it.
Southwest still pressuring right here.
Still going for that trap. Davis with it. Trying to just dribble and evade the pressure. Kicks it out to Peters and Will.
We got it.
Right there for you.
Don't shoot.
3 straight wins of 61 points for the St. James Academy Thunder. What a random stat. I feel like I've never seen that before where a team has scored the exact same score 3 games in a row, especially in basketball.
It is really, really hard to do, especially, it's a very specific number, 61, that St. James got now, 3 straight games, and you'll love to see that. But overall, big headline today, just a really good effort. St. James getting the victory by 15 against Blue Valley Southwest. I think you come away from this one, you look at 2 guys, Noah Hornback, his rebounding, especially that third quarter, absolutely marvelous. Other guy you look at, Emmett Peters getting 22 for St. James. He led the way scoring tonight like he has a lot of the season, and he certainly was a guy that made a lot of big plays when it mattered most for the Thunder. Now let's sound it down to Mary Claire.
Complete performance tonight from Emmett Peters. What makes him such a great player for this team?
Well, he's kind of a remarked man, being our leading scorer last year as a sophomore. Coming through this year, he really bounced back from a slow start and really responded in the second half.
What can you build on from tonight as you prepare for Saturday's game against the undefeated Shawnee Mission South Raiders?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. This is a hard game to play. The Asian game is an easy game to play with a big crowd and everything. And they're a hard team to guard, holding the 46. And our energy level, attention to detail, really proud of our team tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
You guys for tuning in to TBN tonight. 61-46, our final in this one. The Thunder get their 3rd straight win. I'm Jude Wonder alongside with Will Nichols. Good night, Thunder Nation.